Hey guys, it's Kezin. We're back with another video, and this one's going to be about Wizard Best of the Slot gear for Planes of Power. We're just going to basically focus on mana as a priority, and also maybe a little bit of tanking stats if we can fit it in there. You can swap your gear around, kind of, if you want to prioritize mana over maybe some of like the heroic tanking stats. That's fine. But we'll go over the options and just get a general idea of what you want to be shooting for. So for the first earring, we have Earring of Unseen Horrors. This has 3 mana regen on it, and also has 4 heroic stamina, and has a lot of mana. This is going to be your best ear. You're going to want to get this. It's definitely going to be your BIS. For the Helm, we have Circlet of Flowing Time. This will actually increase your magic direct damage spells by 35%. And we're going to have another item that does this too. But this is just straight up the best Helm from Plane of Time. For the mask, we have Veil of the Inferno. This has a clicky on it. It will give you an extra 180 health, and it has a pretty good amount of mana on it as well. The second earring, we have Earring of Influx Gravity. This is going to increase the range of your spells by 25%. It also has mana regen on it. It has a ton of mana since it's a quorum item. For the Robe, we have another no-brainer here. It's the Wizard Robe from the Elemental Robe quest. This is going to increase your fire damage spells by 35%. It also has 5 heroic int on it. For the necklace, we have Talisman of the Elements. This is the beefiest, most mana neck in the game for Planes of Power. It also reduces your mana cost of spells by 20%. For arms, we have Protective Sleeves. This is from Tier 3. This also has 4 heroic stamina. For the cloak, so there's 2 options here. This is going to be the one where you can decide what you want to do. Cloak of the Falling Skies is good because it has 3 heroic agility on it, so maybe if the raid summons you, you might get lucky and that heroic agility might help save you. Make you a little bit tankier. It also reduces the mana cost of detrimental spells by 20%, so if you don't have mana pres anywhere else, this is a good item to get. The alternative to this is going to be Shroud of Eternity. And that's from Quorum, so the benefits of this, it has slightly more mana. Let me get that back open. It has slightly more mana, and it has 4 heroic stamina instead of the heroic agility. So if you want a little bit more mana, you can go with this cloak. It's really up to you. This cloak is going to be expensive for most guilds because it's an all item, and everyone's going to be bidding on it. So most likely, especially if you're not locked on Agnar, you're going to want to go for Cloak of the Falling Skies. For the belt, we have Belt of Temporal Bindings. This has 4 heroic intellect on it. For shoulders, we have the Quorum Shoulders. This is important. So this is Shawl of Eternal Forces. This is important because it has the 8 mana regen clicky on it, which is huge for wizards. So this is definitely the best item for this class. For wrist number 1, we have Bracer of Timeless Rage. This will reduce the cast time of your detrimental spells by 23%. It's really like one of the only options you can get, so it's kind of a no-brainer here. There is another item that has a better effect than this on the legs, and we'll go over that in a minute. For the second bracer, we have Zeolot Spiked Bracer, and this has 3 mana regen on it. Again, it's basically going to be your best choice just by the stats. It has the most stats. And it also has increased the range of spells by 25%. We already have that in this build, but if you don't have it yet, this is still something to think about. For the legs, this has a better effect actually than that Bracer of Timeless Rage here. This is Ethereal Silk Leggings. This has 4 stamina, 4 heroic stamina, 4 heroic agility, so it's going to make you a little bit beefier. And this will reduce the cast time of all your spells by 23%. So it's going to override that wrist. For the gloves, we have Gloves of the Unseen. It's got 4 heroic int, and it also has mana pres by 20% on it. So if you don't have that yet, this is an item you can get. For the boots, we have Sandals of Empowerment. This is 4 heroic stamina. Also, it's going to be your Faerun item. For ring number 1, we have Ring of Thunderous Forces. This is another item that has magic direct damage by 35% on it, which is the same effect as the Helm. So if you don't have this 35% mod yet, you can get either one of these two. This is still going to be your best range because it has so much mana on it. And it also has mana regen. For the other ring, we have Ring of Evasion. Now this is good because it has heroic agility on it, and heroic stats are fairly important. Even though wizards don't take damage all the time, just any survivability you can stack up will increase your chance of living if you were to pull aggro. And it also has 3 mana regen on it. For the wand, we have Wand of Impenetrable Force. This has a right-click force shield effect with a 6-second cast time. So that's pretty awesome, and only Necros and Wizards can wear this. For the shield, we have 2 options. So if you're in Pop and you don't have Eldon yet, this is the best ice damage mod in the game. It has 35% ice damage mod. The Quorum range has 30%, but this is the only item with 35%. So if you're looking for a 35% mod, this is the item you want. Now if you're in Eldon and you have the 40% ice AUG from the Eldon raids, then you can go with Shield of the Tactician. You might want to pick this up anyway, because it has 4 heroic int on it, and if you go into Eldon, and the ice AUG from Eldon is extremely rare though, so this really only technically becomes your BIS if you have that other AUG. So in most cases, you're just gonna want to go with Barrier of the Freezing Winds. And lastly, we have the ranged item. Now there's a few different things you can do here. You're going to want to get an Eye of Dreams for sure, because it will increase your mana pool by 400 points with this Cookie, and that's a permanent mana pool increase. And like I mentioned a second ago, Spool of Woven Time from Quorum also has a direct damage mod on it. Now keep in mind, these mods don't stack, but if you're missing one of the elements, a mod in one of the elements, this is one of the good items to replace that. It also has the most stats of any ranged items, so you're going to get 210 mana out of it. And you're also going to get 5 mana regen. So depending on how your current gear is, this might be a good item to pick up if you can possibly get it for cheap. And the other 2 items are there's one other item I had mentioned on the webpage. That item is called Globe of Mystical Protection. I don't have like a link to it right now, but it's from Valen Zek. And that has a 3 heroic agility on it. So if you want to go that route, the heroic agility route, you can. You don't have to. You can really, it's really a win with any of these 3 pieces of ranged gear. So just pick whatever is best for you. And once you have all this gear, if you have no AUGs yet from Eldon, your stats are going to be somewhere in the ballpark of this. It's going to have around 8,300 health. You're going to have around 9,600 mana. You're going to have 16 heroic stamina, and 13 heroic int, and 11 heroic agility. So I think that covers everything. If you have any questions, let me know. Check out the website, and please like the video if this is helpful, and please subscribe. All right, thanks guys. Bye.